I had to go in for a few hours this weekend to shadow the assistant manager at my new job. I'm at that point now where I'm looking back on my life and my career choices and my personal choices. With me, so I'm just thinking maybe. So y'all are like super new.
Yeah, just open up.
Nice. You said 120 days you hold it?
120 days. And these are going to be first come, first serve. Okay. No low feeling systems down there. No people stable.
Good morning, everyone. I'm feeling great today. We're coming off the 4th of July weekend, and I had to go in for a few hours this weekend to shadow the assistant manager at my new job. So if you don't know, I'm a leasing consultant at a brand new built-to-rent community here in town. It's a great company, and I'm looking forward to my journey. I do plan on moving on site in the next 3 months, so I'm aiming for a move-in of October 24th. They have a really great employee discount of 20%, and they waive application, admin, and deposit fees. So I'm really excited for that. So since I'm new, they have me out right now doing what is called shopping comps, and that's where we go to, that's where I go to similar communities and I compare them to ours. So how does their customer service compare to ours? How does their amenities compare to ours, their layouts, floor plans, and things like that? So that way, when I'm touring different prospects, I know, and I can speak from experience when I say our property is the only property in the area with outside storage, or we're the only community that has these amenities or these amenities and things like that. So I just got done shopping my first community. Let's get to this second property.
Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, move G. Anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword. Swinging blades at these scrubs. Flock like bugs to the light. Getting right. Treat my hoes like these raps. I don't really got a type. Off top bullshit. And all I needed was a mic. Hey, pass the rock, it's all butter. Pack your bags and take flight. Don't worry, it's all covered. Hey, live your life while you can. Our days are all numbered. Rain could cause thunder, but the sun comes after, clearing up the disaster.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody day's a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Yeah.
I got some places I should take you to see.
title. I'm at that point now where I'm looking back on my life and my career choices and my personal choices. Let's start at the very beginning. Ever since I could remember, my dad has had businesses. He's had vending machines, shaved ice trailers, and I can remember being a 4-year-old in those businesses, helping him grow them and just being so inspired and empowered, feeling like I could do the same exact thing. So right after high school, I got my real estate license. This was back in 2017, and I started working with Keller Williams. It was a really great experience, but I'd always found myself a little hesitant to get started. I was with them for about 6 months. Ultimately, I had made the decision to pursue the 9-to-5 route. I wanted to kind of basically grow my sales skills. I didn't feel confident. That was my first mistake. Not feeling confident enough to stand alone as an independent real estate agent. Around this time, I was about 18, 19 years old. And even while I was at this 9-to-5 job, this sales job, I looked at other ways of having my own business that worked with my 9-to-5 schedule. So I looked into network marketing, CBD network marketing companies, like multi-level marketing. I was a travel agent for a little bit, which was a really interesting experience. And ultimately, I just decided to continue working at my 9-to-5 full time. But then 2020 hit, and I know we all know what happened in 2020. So I was working from home. At that time, mind you, they'd also cut commissions. Of course, those PPE supplies, the masks, cleaning products, those were being sold at an all-time high. I helped run the accounts of about 365 of these locations. They were just buying up, these gloves, masks, sanitizer, cleaning products, everything you can really imagine that was being sold at that time, they were buying it. And there was just so much work being put in. I'd be at home, my neck hurting. I would just feel so exhausted at the end of the day. So that honestly made me feel like it was time to make a change. What can I do to supplement for this income that's being lost? And then I decided to get back into real estate. So I took all of my courses. I renewed my license. It was either between apartment locating and real estate wholesaling. I chose the wholesaling route initially. I was looking for a mentor. I was looking for groups in San Antonio that I could join that would help me. But ultimately, I ended up going with apartment locating. There were brokerages that specialized in apartment locating that I felt like would be a really good fit. So I get into locating. It's a really great transition initially. But as time goes on, I'm just starting to see more and more how this might not be for me. So while working at my 9-to-5 job at the time, I would have little periods where I would try apartment locating and getting content and going to different properties and visiting and shaking hands and stuff like that. And it was great in the sense that I was able to really grow these essential skills of establishing systems, follow-ups, building rapport, working with clients, managing many clients at a time, things like that, negotiation, stuff like that. But I often found myself living in survival mode. I paid off my credit card debt in full. My downfall was not having an established savings. I was so eager to leave my 9-to-5 that I paid off all of my credit cards, but I didn't have a savings. And that really put me in the hole financially. I would see all of these people, in my mind, seemed like all of these people doing such great things, 10K a month, 15, 25K a month. I just burnt out. I went into helping landlords find tenants. So I would go on Zillow, cold call, ask if they needed help with their marketing, because I'd also been a leasing agent at the time as well. It was like a transition. Quit my job, then use that experience as a leasing agent to help run my business where I was a landlord agent. And that was really great. It was very fulfilling. Mind you, this was about 2022, 2023. So in 2023, I decided to become a leasing agent. which was a lot of fun. I would do that and help buyers, help landlords. I'd grown my contact list quite a bit. So then I ended up leaving that job as a leasing consultant, and then I started working at a call center the summer of 2024. Now when I tell you, yes, it was decent money, but mentally, you know, the people on the phone, people don't really think or really consider that the people that you speak with on the phone, you're calling like a cable company or an internet company, those are people too. The hours that I had, 3 p.m. to midnight, mind you, my colleagues, my coworkers, fantastic. Like, they were awesome, so funny. My managers never had a bad one. Great. It was just the job itself. I'm seeing people who started real estate at the same time as me, going on all these vacations, traveling, you know, living their best life. I had just felt at that time so low, and I just had to get out. I had to just kind of take a moment and really soul search and understand truly what I loved about real estate, what initially drew me to it, and that was wholesaling. Truthfully, I probably should have gone that route back in 2020. Started working as a dispositions agent. I was learning so much, met so many fantastic people. It was such a welcoming, friendly atmosphere. No complaints about the company. This is May. Here I am, leaving full-time real estate, and I'm back in leasing. But I was extremely blessed with the opportunity to work for a lease-up, build-to-rent community. Basically that means I'm working for a brand new rental home community. I love it so far. So now I'm taking this opportunity to catch up financially, to recover, to get back to a point where I have my credit taken care of. I plan on moving on site, so I'm going to be moving out in October. I want to get back into wholesaling, but my lunch is over, so I'm going to head back to the office and we'll continue this conversation. Okay, I'm doing something. I'm doing something over here.
I'm so happy for you that you're doing something.
I'm doing something. Basically, our community will challenge other communities within our management company, and we'll post them all to social media, and then the winners will be announced in a Zoom call the Friday after the challenge ends. So I'm getting footage for that. I just got done working on the sign for our summer specials. Keeping it simple today.